Hello students, welcome to my class. Today I will talk about the cultivation practices of green gram. Green gram is also called moong bean in Hindi or golden gram in English. Scientifically it is known as Bigna radiata and family is Fabaceae. It is the most important pulse crop of Asia, especially India, due to the variety of its use. It can be used as dry roasted grain, cooked grain, and sprouted grains, or after dehulling as a moong dal. The moong sprouted are of special significance in most of Asian cookery. Besides its variety of culinary use, its moong bean starch is used to prepare cellophane noodles or jelly in many Asian countries like Korea, Japan, China. It is a rich source of protein 24%, fat less than 1%, high fiber 16%, starch 62%, besides containing B3, B5, B9 as well as calcium and magnesium. It is a significant nitrogen fixing crop and included in most seasonal systems due to its short duration as well as popular intercrop due to its uncompetitive nature in the most system. It can also be used as a green manure crop. It is mainly cultivated in Asian countries like India, China, Pakistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and many African countries, as well as warmer European countries and southern part of USA. In India, it is practically cultivated in every state or an area of 3.77 million hectare with a mean productivity of 413 kg per hectare. In Punjab, it occupied 3.2 thousand hectare with productivity of 2.7 thousand tons. Soil and climate. A well-drained loamy to sandy loam soil is suitable. Saline, alkaline or waterlogged soils are unsuitable. It especially requires a warm climate, mainly 28 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius, and growth is severely reduced at a temperature less than 15 degrees Celsius or frost at any stage. Temperature below 10 degrees Celsius can result into failure of germination, but temperature in range of 22 to 30 degrees Celsius are preferred in pre-flowering stages, and warm temperature up to 35 degrees Celsius are required in a later phase. However, it cannot withstand temperature above 35 degrees Celsius. Varieties: SML 632. It matures in 60 days. It is also known as Sathi Mungi in Punjab. ML 2056. It matures in about 71 days and having shiny grains with good cooking quality. It is tolerant to yellow mosaic virus. The average yield of this variety is about 4.6 quintal per acre. Yellow mosaic virus is most important and severe disease of this crop. ML 818. It matures in 72 days with the average yield of 4.2 quintal per acre with shining green color with good cooking quality. Pusa Vaisakhi. It is grown throughout in India. Season of cultivation. SML 632 is grown in month of April after harvesting of wheat crop. Main season crop sown on second week of July or second fortnight of July. Seed rate for SML 632 is 12 kg per acre, and for main season crop it should be 8 kg per acre. The seed should be treated with rhizobium culture at time of sowing. It increases the grain yield up to 12 to 16%. Sowing. Sowing should be done at a row spacing of 30 cm. The plant to plant distance should be about 10 cm and sow 4 to 6 cm deep with seed drill, Pura or Kera method. For getting higher yield, adopt bidirectional method of sowing. Sow the crop in both direction at 30 cm row spacing using half of the seed rate in each direction. Moong can be sown without seedbed preparation using zero-till seed drill. Broadcasting method can be done with good soil moisture. Nutrient management. At time of sowing, drill 10 kg urea and 100 kg of single superphosphate per acre. Application of single phosphate enhance the crop yield as compared to other fertilizer components. Weed management. For effective weed control, first hoeing should be done at 30 days after sowing. If necessary, pre-emergence application of alachlor at the rate 1 to 2 kg per hectare or pendimethalin at the rate 1 kg per hectare should be recommended. Irrigation management. Mostly pulses crop do not require any irrigation. If necessary, there is no rainfall during the season, then one irrigation should be recommended and it is optimum for the growth of plant. Pest management. Whitefly. Nymph and adult sucks sap from leaves, thus lowering the vitality of plants. It is a vector of mung bean yellow mosaic virus. Hairy caterpillar. It eats the green matter of leaves, leaving the behind only midleaves. The crop may denuded due to severe attack. It can be controlled by dusting of 2% metacystox dust at the rate 20 to 25 kg per hectare. When caterpillars are young, it can be controlled by spraying of 0.15% methyl parathion. Pod borer. The larvae damage the crop by feeding on leaves, flowering buds, flowers, pods, seeds in pods, thus causing heavy loss in yield. The larvae fall on the ground when plants are shaken vigorously. It can be controlled by dusting of 2% metacystox dust at the rate 20 to 25 kg per hectare. Galloped beetle. Typical circular holes are seen on leaves, while insect feeds only during night and hide during morning. It can be controlled by application of phosphate at the rate 10 kg per hectare. Leaf hopper and jesset. Both of them suck the sap and reduce the photosynthesis. What former appears on lower side and causing curling of edge, while later result into crumpling of leaves. It can be controlled by spraying of monocrotophos at the rate 1 ml per liter. Now disease management. Yellow mosaic virus. It is a serious disease in North India and transmitted by whitefly. It is more severe in Kharif moong. The leaves of diseased plant develop irregular yellow and green patches. Infected plants wear no or only a few pale pods. It can be controlled by row out the diseased plant or grow the registered variety like ML 2056, ML 818. Cercospora leaf spores. The disease spores are circular, brown, necrotic, which causes to cover bigger area and cause defoliation. It can be controlled by grow resistant variety like ML2056, ML818. Harvesting. The crop should be harvested when 80% of pods are mature. Mainly 2 to 3 times hand picking is required because all pods are not mature at same time. Harvest the plant with sickle. Do not uproot the entire plant. Spike tooth type power thresher for wheat can be used to thresh mung after proper modification. Thank you.